The fundamental system of information in foodpanda.
We choose foodpanda is because we think that foodpanda delivery service needs a huge improvement in most of the thing listed below, because most of the thing they did are not perfect enough, so that we want to make it a better food delivery app than others' food delivery app.
Equid, in my opinion, is the most fundamental program necessary to create and or access the foodpanda. What is Equid? Equid is a program that allows you to create an online store. It's a SaaS. That is to say, you do not own it, and instead a recurring monthly fee to access. You may choose your own delivery rates, accept credit card payments, etc. Everything you'd expect from an e-commerce system. Nothing on your computer has to be installed, everything is done through a web browser. Equid isn't meant to be used to develop a standalone e-commerce website, it is meant in order to be used to combine a current online store with a new one. Equid functions by providing you with a widget that you may embed on other website, hence the name e-commerce widget. The software that allows you to take credit card payments is known as a payment gateway. Equid includes the option to accept credit card payments via PayPal right out of the box, for no additional cost other than PayPal's fee. Equid may also be integrated with over 80 additional payment gateways, including well-known names like SagePay. Because some are exclusive to a certain nation, depending on where you are, you will have different alternatives. Other e-commerce platforms provide a broader range of payment processors. Equid's list, on the other hand, is lengthy and clearly on the more thorough end of the range. Keep in mind that these payment methods are used generally requires you to pay a monthly fee. What is the cost for Equid? Equid will have two plans for the user. First is the free plan and second is the paid-for plans. For the free plan, if you only have not more than 10 products to sell, Equid is absolutely free. Equid offers a unique advantage in this regard, because most of its competitors do not provide this degree of free functionality. The free plan is very limited, there are no discount coupons or options to sell digital products, and can only sell up to 10 items. For the paid-for plans, there are 3 plans. The Equid Venture plan costs $15 per month and allows you to sell up to 100 goods. The Equid Business plan charges $35 per month and can sell up to 2,500 items. The Equid Unlimited plan charges $99 per month and allows you to sell an unlimited number of items. In my opinion, the basic hardware is required to build and or access the foodpanda is Sunmi V2 Pro. Sunmi portable POS terminals are more user-friendly than bulky desktops, making them ideal for both dine-in and takeaway operations while also increasing overall service efficiency. Sunmi V-series devices also have features such automated online order receipt printing, ordering, order tracking, and online ordering, making them appropriate for both dine-in and takeaway operations. Sunmi V2 is user-friendly and integrated, with the ability to accept orders from third-party food delivery services and in automated order receiving mode. It's as simple as picking things in accordance with an order and delivering them. It's that easy. V2 also has a built-in high-speed printer with a big paper capacity, which easily satisfies the needs for receipt printing when an order is received.
So next up, we have the standard system development cycle. So we're going to talk about the major activities that are carried out. So the first one would be the planning stage. So like in every software development project, planning comes first. So before getting started, better to make sure the project has enough people and make sure you have financial backing to ensure that you have enough budget to do it. You may have the best idea in the world, but if you don't have people or money, it's really a poor business decision. So the planning phase involves the entire project team. The outputs from the planning stage include project plans, cost estimations, and procurement requirements. When you are finished, your plan should be something the entire team can understand. So next up, feasibility and requirements analysis stage. So in this stage, your team ensures that the project requirements help the end user of the system. So gathering requirements means talking to stakeholders and looking at as much relevant data as possible. So at all times you want to consider the user and how it may work. So the outputs for the requirements analysis stage will vary depending on the methodology you are using. So regardless of whether your team is working with the formal requirements, everyone has to understand each need. So at this stage, you should gather all the architects, developers and product managers to work together with relevant stakeholders. So besides that, we have design and prototyping stage. So during the design phase, developers and designers prototype a feature or map out a solution. Prototyping is useful for getting early feedback and informing technical decisions. So without prototypes, there's a risk that the team will waste time on production-ready solutions that don't meet user needs. And for some software development methodologies, the design phase needs specific output before a stakeholder can sign it off, and more work can happen. So if the design is done well, the prototyping phase can produce tangible outputs that help drive decisions going forward. In web development teams, a prototype often serves to show that the functionality works, although it will still need polishing. So next up we have the software development stage. So after the design and prototyping stage, we have software development. So software development turns your project's requirements into working code. So it's the earliest phase in which you start to see something that resembles the final product. So by the end of this stage, you should have a working feature to share with your customers. So developers are the most involved during this phase. They often need to confirm things with the product owner and the testers. So after the software development stage, you have the software testing stage. So during the software testing phase, testers put the code through its paces, such as quality code, the code that meets the stated requirement, the code if it's performant or not, and the evidence of secure development principles. So some teams automate all their testing, other teams test manually, but most of them do in combination of the two so that the code will be working fine. So the output of software testing is a better solution that meets edge cases and user needs. Developers can't code for every eventuality. The fresh perspective that testing brings can help. So testers are the main people involved in this stage. So they often seek clarification from developers or product owners. So after the software testing stage, you have the implementation and integration. So often called as deployment, the implementation phase takes code and puts it somewhere people can use. In simple projects, this would be simple as deploying the code onto a web server. In large projects, this could involve integration with many different systems. So the output from this stage is usable software. For some projects, this phase also encompasses the creation of documentation and marketing material. At this stage, the operations team focuses on deploying the software. The product owners work with content writers to produce documentation such as user manuals. And after this will be the last stage, which is the operations and maintenance. So in the operations and maintenance phase, developers watch software for bugs or defects. If they find one, they create a bug report. During maintenance, it's possible to consider opportunities for when the development cycle starts over again. A sign that this phase is working well when developers are able to quickly identify and resolve problems. So during this stage, support specialists will report issues, product owners will help prioritize them, and developers will work with testers to make improvements. So that's all for it. Thank you.
Based on my experience via the Food Panda, I will discuss the similarities and differences between Food Panda and GrabFood. The first similarities is process of ordering and delivery. The Food Panda and GrabFood process of order is the same, just the step difference. Next, the similarities is optional payments. Both food delivery services allow customers use cash on delivery, COD, credit or debit card payment. Last similarities is service to customer. Both food delivery service has an article in which customers can leave a short description of their order to the rider. You may connect with the rider using the chat option in both apps. Food Panda and GrabFood both provide pre-ordering, allowing you to have an order even if the restaurant is already closed. You will receive your order first thing the next day in the store. The differences are requirement for a minimum order, restaurant and food selection and delivery fee. Certain merchants on Food Panda, on the other hand, require a minimum order value before placing and delivering your order. You have the option of paying the difference or adding more products to your purchase if a relevant order does not match the minimum necessary order value. GrabFood, thankfully, there is no obligation for a minimum order. It does, however, charge a little order fee on orders that are under the restaurant's specified amount. Next, the difference is restaurant and food selection. Food Panda claims to work with more than 1,000 internet restaurants. GrabFood, on the other hand, has over 4,000 restaurant partners and was founded 2 years ago. As a consequence of its rapid growth over the previous several years, GrabFood has added more restaurants to its roster. The last difference is delivery fee. Food Panda's delivery fee in Malaysia has raised to RM3 for Kuala Lumpur, Selangor, and Putrajaya. The delivery fee has also been reduced to RM2 in Penang, Johor Bahru, and Kota Kinabalu. Grab Malaysia has changed the price of GrabFood delivery, which is now RM10 instead of RM5. Instead, the meal delivery industry has instituted a tiering system, with delivery prices as high as RM9. The cost is the same as GrabMart's, which varies from RM5 to RM9. The improvement of Food Panda delivery app. Nowadays, with an increase in the technology, online ordering food has now become that most people who order food. The improvements that can be done for Food Panda delivery are using more than one online ordering service. Then it is essential to choose a restaurant that automatically collects the orders placed through the online ordering application or website services. This can save you the problem of manually calculating the orders at the end of the day. The responsiveness use of technology can improve the food delivery service and online ordering experience for us and the customer. When restaurants' delivery orders are high, and are placed highly over the telephone, there is a high chance of missing orders. Even when there are multiple numbers to take the orders, they also can go ignored, but your numbers will still be busy. To avoid this kind of situation, we will use cloud telephony, which a customer calls Food Panda an order and the line is busy, or the call is not received, the call is automatically given to the next number until the phone call is received. We can also keep track the call logs of the restaurants. The whole experience of ordering food is convenient and be fulfilling for our customers what they wanted. Since, we must ensure that have ingredient required spoon and fork are provided the orders. Food Panda delivery orders sometime will be delayed and is not only because the food preparation takes long, so that it will prolong the delivery time longer. Our delivery boys Food Panda might find it challenging to reach customer house because of the given address. Sometimes it might be wrong. So that we can make a call to the customer before their order out so that we can confirm the proper address so that it makes keep the food hot. The food is hot. Also, We can use a software so that it can maintain all the name, contact details and address of customer so that we can avoid our customer again every time they order if they provide our Foodpanda riders with a GPS so that we can know where exactly the address is. Third, Foodpanda can use a technology to be an advantage for assigning orders to the restaurant delivery agents, and then track the orders. You can keep tracking the whole entire delivery process to see what they are doing. This technology also can see when their order is almost arrived, so that it will help the orders keep increasing. The ethical ways of using Foodpanda are: we are a friendly company which we will treat our customer very nice and good. Our delivery boys will good ethical problem-solving skills. When there is a problem, our delivery guys will solve it with themselves and don't need the customer to care much about it, because this is our job to make sure everything is alright, and we won't let the customer to wait too long because the customer will be unhappy. So that we want to make sure the customer are enjoy so that the customer will give us a good and nice rating and comment when we deliver to them. Our delivery boys will be patient and stay focused on everything we delivered so that we won't deliver wrong orders to the customer, and we will be able to deliver safe. We will also make sure our health problem is perfect so that we will not make our customer sick. We will make sure that our delivery boy, when we talk to our customer, have a good communication skill and are friendly. We will pay attention to all the details that the customer what they want and what they need so that we will not make any mistake with our customer. So that we can make our food delivery boys have a very high reputation so that it will make the customer happy. We will make sure our delivery boys are trustworthy so that it will not make our customer to worry about their payment stuff and their food. We will also make sure that our food delivery boys will take the whole responsibility when they are wrong.
In the end, we can make this a better application so that we can let more customer to use it and they have better experience to let other use it that haven't used before application or website to order food to delivery. Thanks for watching the video.